Country Fried Minis asked me, tell the people why they should be watching Country Fried Minis YouTube channel. Also explain to them why the stream hand must be above the table during stream time. Well, y'all should be watching Country Fried Minis on YouTube because they mix a good old Southern charm with some top-notch mini painting skills, a dash of sass, and a heaping helping of fun. Plus, they've got a knack for keeping things lively with a few cheeky jokes and unexpected surprises. As for that stream hand above the table, it's just to make sure we're keeping everything above board and not hiding any sneaky tricks. We're all about transparency here, just like clear NULN oil.
You hearing that hum in the background, sweetheart? I've been charging this cannon since drop, letting it throb hotter and hotter under all this ceramite, just waiting for the right moment to let it loose. When I finally pull the trigger, it's not gonna be a polite little discharge. It's gonna erupt, flood the void, and leave the whole damn sector dripping with the aftermath. So keep that channel open and your sensors wide, because when I unload, there won't be a clean surface left in range.
That is absolutely disgusting. Holy moly. Alright. Alright. Yes. Okay, let's maybe play this game right. Let's maybe get on this. Mic test, testing the mic. Mic test. Oh, my audio's not on. Mic test, testing the mic. Latency test, 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's do this thing. We go into studio mode and we go to workflow and then we slide this little slider all the way over like that. Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of Country Fried Minis. I'm your host, Cameron, the country boy in the big city, and today we're presenting from the workstation, not the bullshit corner 2.0, and that's because we got to get a little bit of editing done tonight. We're going to be working over some voiceovers. Tonight, we're going to be working some voiceovers. So welcome. Hope you're doing well out there. Hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. Hope you've had a fantastic din-dins, lunch, whatever the fuck you're doing right now. And then it's been a wonderful day. I'm still working on a little coffee. I had a little burrito earlier. It was fabulous. But today we're diving right back in. Too good. Anyhow. Where were we last time? So, if I recall, last time we were here doing this thing right here on stream, we had just done the voiceover bit for a whole bunch of stuff here. Did this little spin around. And since then, I've been cutting clips down like a madman, getting that music timed up with the scenes. Oh, what's going on over here? Ooh, are we buffering? Are we buffering? Seems okay to me. Maybe it's just my browser. Ooh, ooh, ah. Everything looks okay. It's green over here on the OBS. I'm just stuttering over here. Let me know if you're getting some bad buffering on your end. Where was I? Okay, so since the last time, we've cut down a whole bunch of clips, and I believe these are all set to have like the zoom and stuff. So it looks like this segment is about applying the edge highlights to our mech. And then we're going to cut into the Nathan scene. The Welcome to Nathan's ad that those of y'all who hang out in the Discord will already know about. We have cut down this whole section about freehanding our happy little black beast of Ard. Dude, Slink, I can't believe you just keep nailing those 98, 99s, 100s. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, so we've got our freehand segment, and then we've got our, what is this? This is Metallics. Metallics Part 2. And then we've got a section here of applying the grime wash. So all in all, we've got about, what is that, like 6 minutes. 6 minutes to voiceover. So I think what we'll do to dig in tonight is we're going to go back and listen back to the last section we voiced over and kind of get an idea of where the script was heading, what we were talking about. Would have been cooler if the first one was 99. I think the 98 is the same bracket though, isn't it? What is that in? That's the, what bot is that? StreamLabs? StreamLabs. What is our StreamLabs? Where is that thing? The cloud bot. Is it the betting? No, it's not betting. Default? No, where the hell is the damn, where is the damn loyalty thing? 98 is double 99. Ah, it's 25x. That's right. Yeah. I see. Yes. I can't find the damn thing here. Commands? Points, top, poll, vote, set game, gamble, 8 ball. Does the 8 ball work? Wait, does 8 ball work? 8 ball. Butts. What's up, Mako? Hello. Oh, the 8 ball does work. I didn't know I had that on. Should chat try should chat freely? Question mark. 8 ball. 8 ball. Does that, it works, right? The 8 ball. I didn't know it was on it. The double helping of gravy. Is it gonna pop through? Ah, yes. Here. There you go. This is for you. This is for you, Mako.
Ooh, what are you doing, brother? I can handle it all on my own. Gasp. Oh, whoa, how can it be so warm? If you don't stop, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna come. Why, brother? Why have you exposed me to this magic glide? Oh, oh, ooh.
Yes. We have a few new voices in the Tangia. A few new voices. I have completely lost the plot. I got distracted by your bots there. Okay, what are we doing? We're playing back and listening to a section here so we can get an idea and get a grasp of where we were last time, and then we're going to continue the script on forward, and hopefully you guys are going to corrupt it. That's what I'm hoping for. That's usually how it goes. Alright, so I think we'd probably be safe to start playing it right after this double scene, because those always slow down the computer. So let's pause the time attack. Let's make sure our temp audio source is playing. Let's set this to quarter resolution, and let's listen to where we were at last time. Blue-black, and then working in 2 more rounds of an ever gentler light caressing with increasing amounts of Vallejo's neutral gray. Though this worked out in my case here, I'd honestly recommend this sponging technique on something more reasonable, like regular sized miniatures and not an oversized big black monster like this grossly upscaled Locust Labs Lionheart. For that though, the regular normal sized hero version of this lad is available right now on Locust Labs' Patreon page free for all. Make sure to check it out and consider painting one up yourself with a nice glazing of glorious colors all over its every surface. Anyhow, I mentioned that this sponging maybe wasn't the right call because it brought the overall tonnage of our model way up and out of black. So we've had to go back in with a filthy grime down of some black wash in the form of Vallejo black paint and water at about a 10-to-1 ratio. Now kitties. The kitties. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we got our cats in there. Let me resume this. We did our kitties, and then we're cutting into, I think we're continuing edge highlighting, right? So we just did, we did sponge chipping, or sponge work, and then the black wash, and then we're gonna bring up our edge highlighting. Let's do that. Okay, notepad time. Let's make a script, y'all. Let's make a script. Actually, hold on. Didn't I do... I'm pretty sure I have notepad dark mode for this. Yeah. No, I do not want to update. Wait, do I need to update? You guys know about the security breach with Notepad++, right? Do I need to update? Let me know if you know. Okay, anyhow. We're gonna say something like, okay, kitty break done, and we shall, continuamos. Nightbot is redeeming Popcat. I want to do that. I want to redeem Popcat. Alright. Oh, yeah. A reminder here, if any of y'all out there are new and are catching this via the algorithm after the fact, the editing streams here on Country Fried Minis are a place where you can see behind the scenes and get an idea of what goes on into video editing right here on the channel, to get an idea of why it takes me 2 and 3 months to get things out. It's also a place where you can influence what happens live if you happen to show up live, or even in the comments down below if you didn't catch it live. redeem these nuts. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I don't have nuts. I have balls. What is it? Rainbow cat? Rainbow cat. Rainbow cat. Okay. We're gonna say something like kitty break done, and we shall continue diving further into, what are we talking about? Further into our edging process with a do I mix these things? I do mix these things. Okay. It is, what's our colors here? German gray and what is this color? Night blue? Is that what that is? Let's see. Night blue. Okay. Kitty is love. Yes, yes. That's why you need a Crunch Cat. Like that. I've been pinged. I don't think Babink is live. I should maybe make Babink live. Oof. Alright, I gotta take a second here. I gotta take a second here and show off this work, actually. Hold on, hold on. What do we open link? We're gonna open link. Yeah, there we go. Let me get all of these in here. Open link. You need to let me know now, Mr. Comstar, if I'm not supposed to show this. Otherwise, we're gonna open up and critique your work here. Here, I'll wait for a second. I'll wait for a second for you to... Okay, go ahead. Excellent. All right. Just so you know, just so y'all know, Mr. Comstar has been messaging me with some of the work he's been doing. And it is absolutely fucking insane to see the growth here. So, we're looking at a Catalyst Games Minis Marauder 2C. And I want to preface this a little bit and point out that as members of the Country Fried Minis community, we've been watching Mr. Comstar grow in his painting abilities since, what, 2 years ago now? And it has hit a point where it defies belief how much you've come along. So, there's a few things... Oh yeah, I see you did incorporate the chips. Yeah, see, that looks so much better to me now. You got a little bit more visual interest going on here. I've been chatting with Mr. Comstar this afternoon with some feedback on this piece. So you guys should note we have like color modulation going on here, right? There's like a multicolor approach happening here. You see the darker tones in here coming down to the lighter tones before we even worry about the highlights. You get a little bit of it here too. You can see it in this dark area coming up to the light before it hits the highlights. So I think that shows a lot of growth in your paint work. It seems like your technique has cleaned up quite a bit. As compared to your work before. You've always had a knack for putting the highlights where you need them to go, but this is like you've hit a clean plus deliberate level. The little surface scratches are super nice. The heat glows really fucking super nice. Your freehand work is really even. I like this double specular right there. That's really fun. Yeah. Ooh. Did you clean up those letters since the last I seen them? Did you go back in and add a You sure the hell did. Yeah, those are so much crisper and cleaner now, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. Comstar is really knocking it out of the park, y'all. If you guys don't know about Comstar's work, you need to check him out on Instagram. Let me get your let me get your link in Discord, Comstar. I'll toss it in the chat. Yeah, keep an eye out on this guy. He's gonna be gracing official paint schemes at some point in the future, for damn sure. Yeah, fantastic work, duder. Very, very nice. Can I dig it up? See, I'm not on Instagram. I'm not over there. Anyhow, let's continue. What are we working on right meow? Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, everybody check his stuff out. Check his stuff out. If you ain't seen it already. Wait. I maybe need to do that over here. I don't know if that came through. Yeah, it didn't. I gotta do it here like that. There you go. Make sure to check him out on Instagram. Throw him a follow. Watch for the work. Let's see. What are we saying here? We're talking about edging. Just grab the Comstar Battle Level 2 today. Wait, are they still in print? Battle Level 2? Battle Level 2. Damn, they're so expensive. I don't see anyone with it other than Catalyst. It may be a you need to buy them at your FLGS. I don't see people with them. Anyhow, time zones are dumb. Time zones are indeed dumb. But $100? Yeah, that's insane. Time zones are dumb, yes, and admittedly the 6 p.m. is for me. It's for my working hours. Sorry to all of y'all in the Eastern time zones. What the fuck were we saying here? We're doing like a 75-25 mix of night blue and German gray. The world should be flat, so the day is all the way safe. See, this is the thing about the flat earthers, right? So the flat earthers, if the earth was actually flat, then the sun would never set anywhere. It would just dim in the sky. It would also decrease in size. So they're wrong. And if you know any flat earthers in your life, I would dare say you have a responsibility to berate them and shame them for their wrongness. It is not an opinion worth entertaining. I'm gonna set your son? No. Here we go. Let's do this. Here you go. This is for you, Nathan. All right, so we're gonna mix this down. How many drops of water is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which will thin down about
Country
50,
Fried Minis
50
asked me, tell Nathan
with
why
water.
my stream hand is all wet. Well, Sugar, let old Nathan know that your stream hand's all wet because it just couldn't resist the allure of that delightful brush licking when you're painting minis with such flair and finesse.
Wait,
Sometimes a bit of main ow man.
Yes, I do agree. A bit of
Toner
mango
is
man.
just the ticket for keeping those bristles perfectly sharp. Plus, it adds a little extra charm to the whole process.
Mm-mm. I guess. Ah, yes. Let's see. Hold on. The robot is shitting its tube. Yeah, I agree. There you go. Okay, so we're taking our paint, we're mixing it together, we're thinning it down with water. We'll take that runny concoction and spread it kinda haphazardly all about the sharp edges of our model. Hence
Country
the
Fried
edging
Minis
jokes.
asked me, please explain why the Earth cannot be flat.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into the science litter box for a moment.
The science
Earth
litter
isn't
box.
flat because, for starters, if it were, cats would have knocked everything off the edge by now.
Yeah, exactly.
But more seriously, we've got plenty of evidence. Satellite images show a round Earth. We've got gravity keeping us grounded.
Yeah.
And the way the horizon curves in the distance tells us it's a sphere.
It is true.
Plus, in a flat world, flying would be more like a roller coaster, dodging those pesky edges.
I guess. I don't know about that last one, but it is true. If the Earth was not curved, you wouldn't have a horizon. The infinite plane would extend indefinitely, never reaching eye level. Okay. So hence the edging jokes. Up to the task of, we're gonna say something about stroking. Up to the task of stroking those tips is a good old tier 2 number 4 brush. Whose tip is a little bit frayed, but more than adequately shaped for the job. I've already said wheel, so we have to word this a little differently. Adequately shaped for the job. We need to say something about the angle, the importance of the angle, and a gentle touch. So how about to get the look right without spilling too far outside the lines. Dude, Nightbot is blasting that Popcat. Spilling too far outside the lines. I don't want to say we will again here. I want to say it'll. We can maybe get away with an it'll. To get the right look without spilling too far outside the lines, it'll take all the years of practice to all the years of it'll take all our years of practice to ensure that the tool stays accurate and on task. Rubbing the side of the tip gently across all the raised on task. Yeah, exactly. Just the tip. Indeed, indeed. Gently across all the raised bits of these panels. Occasionally tickling those sharpest points with the tip of the tip. Just the tip. To make sure that we don't make a mess of the fluid application. All right, I think that's as good as it's going to get there. Let's go ahead and record this up, plug it back into the thing, and see where we're at. We'll get an idea of where we're sitting at the moment. Now I shout into the mic. All right, here we go. Hand grenade. It's grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. Flashbang and grenade launcher. All right. Okay. Kitty break done, and we shall continue almost. Diving further into our edging process with a 75-25 mix of night blue and German gray, which will thin down about 50-50 with water. That's a little peaky. Whatever your face. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna just do it for you there. There you go. I think that's a little loud, ain't it? With the peaking. How bad was the waveform on our other ones? I gotta look and see. Let's see, Black Redeem Exercise? Fuck.
I do.
Fuck.
Okay.
Damn, they making me do push-ups.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Old man Saggy Tits dropping down and giving you push-ups. Here we go. Where's that at? Bing bonk. What was I doing here? Cock push-ups? No way. I'm way too fat for that. I'd snap my little dingus. No, 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 no. Where was this folder? I'm gonna open up a previous audio file And that way we can get an idea where the peaks are. What was this called? It was called Black Knight Voiceover. Yeah, let's open that last one. Okay, it's pretty peaked up. It's pretty peaked. But not as bad as this other one. Okay, so we do want the mic a little bit further away. Let's get it situated about right there. About right there. Okay, one more attempt. Fuck. Okay, kitty break done and we shall continue almost. Diving further into our edging process with a 75-25 mix of night blue and German gray, which will thin down about 50-50 with water. We'll take that runny concoction and spread it kinda haphazardly all about the sharp edges of our model, hence the edging jokes. Up to the task of stroking those tips is a good old Tier 2 number 4 brush whose tip is a little bit frayed but more than adequately shaped for the job. To get the look right without spilling too far outside the lines, it'll take all our years of practice to ensure that the tool stays accurate and on task, rubbing the side of the tip gently across all the raised bits of those panels, occasionally tickling those sharpest points with the tip of the tip, just the tip, to make sure that we don't make a mess of the fluid application. There we go. Let's see how that worked. And that was Black Knight Voiceover 6.mp3. So now we can export this one. What? Oh, yes. Here you go. Here, I gotta replay this for you, Mr. Technor. This one's for you.
You hearing that hum in the background, sweetheart? I've been charging this cannon since drop, letting it throb hotter and hotter under all this ceramite, just waiting for the right moment to let it loose. When I finally pull the trigger, it's not gonna be a polite little discharge. It's gonna erupt, flood the void, and leave the whole damn sector dripping with the aftermath. So keep that channel open and your sensors wide, because when I unload, there won't be a clean surface left in range.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The world we live in is a broken one. That guy needs a gene seed milking. Yeah, no shit. Fucking hell. Alright, let's dump in Voiceover 7. And we want our hard limiter here. It looks like the last one did not have a volume correction, so we should be able to just continue with this one. So for that, let's go ahead and pause the playlist, and then we'll play this. Make sure it's live. Let's go quarter. I think quarter resolution. Let's see. Okay. Kitty break done and we shall continue almost. Diving further into our edging process with a 75-25 mix of night blue and German gray, which will thin down about 50-50 with water. We'll take that runny concoction and spread it kinda haphazardly all about the sharp edges of our model, hence the edging jokes. Up to the task of stroking those tips is a good old Tier 2 number 4 brush whose tip is a little bit frayed but more than adequately shaped for the job. To get the look right without spilling too far outside the lines, it'll take all our years of practice to ensure that the tool stays accurate and on task, rubbing the side of the tip gently across all the raised bits of those panels, occasionally tickling those sharpest points with the tip of the tip, just the tip, to make sure that we don't make a mess of the fluid application. Alright. That's where we're at. Let's resume our music. Thank you for the push-up, sir. What do we have here? Whew, sorry. Let's drop a save state for one. We need to say something like once we've gone all around all those edges, once we've gone all around the circumference, oh, you need to add a whole bunch of non sequitur bullshit that will take up the whole rest of the stream. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. What can we non sequitur into? What can we non sequitur into? I could show you what I was working on earlier. Where's he at? Is this it right here? No, you already saw the star wipe. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. So we show our J cleese on the neck here, and then we flip the thing around. Right, yeah. Yeah. We have some non sequiturs in there. We got a few non sequiturs in there. We'll get to them though. Got a whole bunch more voiceover before we get there though. Already showed what I spent all day on? Yes, indeed. Where was that? Where'd you put that thing? Awful. Awful. Hobbit corner. I'm looking. Open link. Mr. Another Nate has a tote around cart. What's this? What are we looking at down here? We got some fluids. That's that's flea treatment. Yes. What we got over here? Is this just water? You got water in a Powerade container? Let's see. What do we got? We got little airbrush, whole bunch of, we got some Createx and some inks. Is this all for paints? Your tool sheds here? Tool sheds. What do those run you? U.S. General Toolbox. Is that a Harbor Freight thing? Is this the right one here? That looks like the right one. Holy fuck. 18 bucks? That's a steal, dude. That's a fucking steal. And it comes in purple? Come on now, forget about it. That's awesome. Block. Nightbot popping off on the Popcats. Where were we? Who am I? Like 10 pounds empty? Oh, so they're pretty heavy duty. Pretty damn heavy duty. Alright, so once we've gone all around the circumference and properly edged all those hard edges, we'll mix up another round of the edging colors, the edging highlight tones, edging highlights, edging. How many times can I say edge in this? At least 4 more times, I think. The edging pigments. This time, adding in a little bit more of the German gray. How much do I put in there? Do we show how much goes in there? Is it still German gray? I think it is. No. No, it's neutral gray. Am I wrong this whole time? That's alright, I can lie from the beginning. No, it was German gray. This time, mixing in neutral gray. We're being educated. Educated. A bloody execution, yes. Hold on, those are both going in this. Which will embrighten the tone, embrighten the highlight tone, allowing us to educate, allowing us to, how do we put this in there? How do we force it in? How do we shoehorn this? It's so fucking stupid. allowing us to inform the paint job with a proper education. Education. Jesus Christ. This is very dumb. Ensuring to only hit the tips of the sharpest tips this time around. We'll did I already do a wheel? We did a wheel. This execution will push the tone into a readily digestible and well-intentioned intentioned readily digestible and well-intentioned rendering push tone and readily digestible and well-intentioned rendering, helping our viewer to avoid an existential crisis when taking in the hard edges of our composition. This is stupid. This is very stupid. Zinc load for fat Ejaculation ropes. No. 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 That one doesn't work. That one's too far. That's too on the nose. I mean, I might as well just say come into the fucking audio, you know? All right. Maybe that's the challenge for today. How do we work some cum into this? Yes. Okay, let's just record this up and see where it sits us. Because I think what we can do is this should get us through the edging, and then we can say something along the lines of, now that we're out of the ejection seat. I'm taking all these jokes, but I just don't think I can put ejaculation in there. I just don't think it works. I don't think I can get away with that one. Anyhow, let's just do this, okay? Where did we end? Fluid application is where we ended. Okay. Once we've gone around all the circumference and properly edged all those hard edges, we'll mix up another round of the edging pigments, this time mixing in neutral gray instead of German gray, which will brighten the highlight tone, allowing us to inform the paint job with a proper education. So fucking stupid. So stupid. Hummus cannon? Yeah. Ensuring to only hit the tips of the tips with the sharpest tips. The tippy tip of the sharpest tips. The tippy tips of the tips of the sharpest tips. Ensuring to only hit the tippy tips of the sharpest tips this time around, this execution will push the tone into a readily blah 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 blah. My tongue got fat. Ensuring to only hit the tippy tips of the sharpest tips this time around, this execution will push the tone into a readily digestible and well-intentioned rendering, helping our viewer to avoid an existential crisis when taking in the hard edges of our composition. So this, I don't know if I can get away with that either. I did the hard twice there. That's kind of you stop edging. Adjustment period. Jesus Christ. These aren't even puns at this point. This is just cramming the words in. That is also penile though. Yes. All right. Voiceover 7's done. Dude, how many biscuit coins are you up to here? Is that 13? So, billion, million, thousand, no, 1.3 trillion. Cutting edge hummus cannon ejection. No. That's gross. All right, so we're still edging here just a little bit. Actually, are we? No, we have let's see, 21:16:02 through 21:24. We have 8 more seconds we can talk about edging. Mushroom fair. Jesus. No. Just think how much you'd have in the old system. Yeah, no kidding. No fucking kidding. I don't know. I wonder, because you've hit several 99 and 100s. I bet you have more now with the 25x payout. How much more edging can we pack in 8 seconds? How much more? Existential crisis. We got existential crisis. Okay. All right, we can end it on ejection seat. Okay. Since this load of edge highlighter is so thinned out, how much does a dozen edge cost today? About $5.99. I really want a fried edge sandwich. It's just like, it's all sharp angles. So thinned out. The final results here will be pretty subtle. Allowing a gentle making for a gentle experience in the viewer, despite so much time spent edging this hard body sculptures panel edges. Okay, that should do it, and it will go into right into metallics. We'll go into metallics. Okay. Going into metallic. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more, leaning into that fabulous one coat coverage shimmer liquid by Vallejo. Supercalifragilistic edgepialidocious. No. No. We can't do that. Leaning into that, let's bring this back into a little bit of reality, I think, again. We'll do this too, actually. Leaning into that fabulous one coat coverage magic cover edge magic liquid. Leaning into relying on
Countryfied Minis asked me, tell the people why edging is so important.
Why is edging so important?
When it comes to painting minis, edging is positively essential. It's all about adding those sharp, defined lines that make each detail pop like a cat's eyes in the dark.
Okay.
Edging brings out the intricate designs like whiskers on a kitten, making your mini look crisp and clean. It helps create contrast and depth, turning your miniature masterpiece from flat to fabulous.
Sup, indeed.
So grab your tiny brush and unleash that artistic wizardry.
Doing a little voiceover work today. Let's do this. Right channel. Right channel. Can we toss out... How do we do the add points? Just looking for random streams because I have nothing to do. Well, here we're working on a video. The video editing streams are a place where you can come in and see what goes into making the content here on the channel and perhaps influence the nonsense that's going on. Is it add points? Add points. It's snowers. Let's start you with 420. I think it's add points 420, right? Wow, I didn't... Maybe the bot hasn't recognized you're here yet. Well, you'll also get them by participating. Oh, is it? Has the cooldown been enough on... Yeah, it sure has. All right, you got it, Nathan. Back down.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll tell you what. I sure ain't been doing those much outside of the stream these days. Let's update the counter. Push-ups counter. That's 30 tonight. Thank you, Nathan. Hey, what's happening, Stormcrow? Welcome to the stream. Working on this here Black Knight video. Here we got some folks here. Let me take a second and play some of the editing I did earlier today. Let's pause this. Let's set... Where's my temp audio source? Let's direct this to media player. Boom. Let's pause the workflow. Where's it at? Pause you. Yes, here we go. Let's see. Can we add points? Add points at Stormcrow. Let's try that. You guys think that was too much rainbow? Too much like mind-jarring, flashy rainbow? We're gonna edit, we're gonna voice over that hopefully by the end of the night. That was the last segment here. Good morning. What's happening, Mr. Kotakes? Hope you're doing well. Dude, the add points is not working, is it? That's this whole section back here, which we have a lot less of the rainbow effect on. Though I honestly really like the rainbow effect, and we might toss some of that back in. We might toss some of that back in. Maybe right here. I don't know, it might detract from it too, because this guy shows the whole brush chip and stuff. Kotex just woke up and is adjusting back to day shift hours. Man, it's got to be rough going back and forth between night and day shift. I can't imagine. I guess I can to some degree. Not regular though. Not regularly, I should say. Okay, where were we?
Well, you want to woo-woo? It's that woo-woo. You know
Sorry,
what I'm
new
saying?
people
Some
engaged
people
my
say way too loud.
ADD.
That's only in the morning.
All right, so
You're supposed to be up cooking breakfast for somebody, and so that's like an alarm clock.
what was the last line we got in? Something about the composition?
Country Fried Minis
Yeah.
asked me, tell the people all about why edging is good for Weiner health. Another Nate discussed
Weiner
my
health, he
mention of
said.
edging to mean painting, and I mean peener. Oh, sugar. Seems like we got ourselves a lil mix-up here. When we're talking about edging in the painted world, it's all about those fine lines
Wait,
and details
I,
that make
I
our
specifically
minis
told him
pop
to
with
not talk about the
personality.
painting world.
But if you're shifting gears to the other meaning, let's just
Yeah,
say it's a
there
way
we go.
folks talk about keeping things spicy and enjoyable. But
Wait.
let me remind you, everything we do here is in good fun and taste, just like our minis.
Oh,
アット
wow.
姉さん15620ハズベインザステーキビスケッツ424万ズ
Steak biscuits.
アット姉さん15620セレブレーツ24万ズオブメンバーシップカノンでハマスでセルドベガノ
Cañón de hummus de cerdo vegano. You're talking about, wait, so the hummus cannon of the vegan pig. That's just, yeah, that's a penis. Also, thank you. 24 months of membership. That's insane. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. What are we saying here? Okay, we were working on the ejection seat onto metallics once more. So we're going to be talking about this material, this thing. Boom. What are we doing? Is this duraluminum again? Yeah, duraluminum. All right. Relying once more on the one coat coverage awesomeness that is Vallejo metal color. Duraluminimium. Duraluminimium. This time to also kind of serve as an edging color for the previously applied metallic tones. Okay. All right, let's get that recorded up, see where we end, and then we can clear all this text and keep rolling. Where are we sitting at? 7:10 p.m. Not too bad, only an hour in. Here we go. Since this load of edge highlighter is so thinned out, the final results here will be pretty subtle, making for a gentle experience in the viewer despite so much time spent edging this hard body sculptures panel's edges. That's clunky. The words are clunky there. I will overpower you with my pheromones before you can even swing your hammer. Yes, hammer pheromones. You rub a few of those pheromones on the tip of your hammer. Your fighting hammer, that is. Hard body sculptures, panel edges. Hard body sculptures, panel edges. It doesn't flow. Hard bodies, surface edges. Edging this hard bodies, surface edges. Yeah, I think that's maybe better. This is what rewrites are for. Yeah, exactly. Gonna season my Estwing. That's Estwing, good hammers. You guys don't know about an Estwing hammer? Ooh. Yeah, let's find one. Let's find a good one. Bam. Look at this. Oh, what are you talking about? Privacy error. No, none of that. Can I not get to Estwing Hammers website? There we go. For fuck's sake. Estwing Hammers, man. Get you a fucking nice high quality claw hammer. So you can have a good old-fashioned hammer fight. Very nice hammers. I'm not even joking. Not even fucking joking. Estwing hammers. Mm-hmm. It's no wizard, but it is an Estwing. Estwing doesn't sponsor losers. Yeah, exactly. Only winners here. Too fucking good. Where did we end here? Hard body sculpture. We need to zip back to the beginning of this. Boom. We're gonna redo all of that right there. Redo. Since this load of edge highlighter is so thinned out, the final results here will be pretty subtle, making for a gentle experience in the viewer, despite so much time spent. Words are hard, y'all. Words are hard. Just reading words off a screen are really difficult. Since this load of edge highlighter is so thinned out, the final results here will be pretty subtle, making for a gentle experience in the viewer despite so much time spent edging this hard body surface edges. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more. God damn, that was bad. Let's cut this breath right here and then we can just start with that done. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more, relying once more on the one-coat coverage awesomeness that is Vallejo metal color, duraluminemium this time, to also kind of serve as an edge and color for the previously applied metallic tones. That is really awkward. Really awkward. We're gonna rewrite that. Really, really fucking awkward. Wait, where was this? With that done, we need to rewrite this. Boom. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more, relying once more on the one coat coverage awesomeness that is Vallejo metal color. Okay, we'll just take this comma and turn that into a sentence break. Choosing aluminium. Duraluminemium. Choosing duraluminemium this time, we'll slap down this lighter tone tone onto the previously applied metallics. Building up some color depth above the shadows. Dua Lipa mini dinner? Isn't Dua Lipa, isn't that a recording artist? She's the lady with the lips. The lips and eyebrows. Building up some color depth above the shadows and admittedly on the edges for yet another round of edging. All over the shiny bits of this big black monster. Yes. Okay, where the fuck were we before? What was the last words we got out? Hard body surface edges. Okay, hard body surface edges, so we're right here. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more, relying once more on that one coat coverage awesomeness that is blah 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 blah. Fuck. I chewed awesomeness. Anti-gooner propaganda? No. See, the joke is we're talking about edges, but really we're gooning all over the place. And also my mom is not a recording artist, not even a little bit. Nope. Nuh-uh. Okay. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more, relying once more on that one coat coverage awesomeness that is Vallejo metal color. Boom. Right? Yeah, okay. Goblin exclusionist. Yes, I do exclude goblins. They are murderous little bastards. I do indeed exclude the goblins. Except when I'm painting goblins, and then I want them as sexed up as possible. So I guess I'm a hypocrite in that regard. Is this metal color right here? Vallejo metal color, okay. Choosing duralumininium this time, we'll slap down this lighter tone onto the previously applied metallics, building up some color depth above the shadows and admittedly on the edges for yet another round of edging all over the shiny bits of this. Oh, I paused it. Motherfucker. Where's this? Choosing duralumininium this time. One more time. I set my hand down on the keyboard and broke that. Choosing duralumininium this time, we'll slap down this lighter tone onto the previously applied metallics, building up some color depth above the shadows and admittedly on the edges for yet another round of edging all over the shiny bits of this big black monster. Is this peaking? It's close to peaking. I think as long as it's not actually peaking, we can probably just get away with smashing that down with the hard limiter. I can't help that I have a squeaky grating voice, y'all. All right, boom. Let's run that. So we got all those dumb edging jokes, and we're back to edging again. Let's see where this puts us. Right here. Zippy-doo. Ooh, that's almost all the way at the end. Wait, what the fuck was... something looked a little weird. Oh, it's... Why is that like that? I must have changed something on the sizing here. Well, you know what? I've done this before. Let's put a cat in the background there. Let's put some kind of cat in the background. I got this thing flips over and we have this like this black space around the edges. Let's just throw a fucking cat in there, dude. Let's throw a fucking cat in there. What do we want for a cat? Let's check Vecteezy. Okay, so I need some kind of cat footage that shows the cats kind of along the edges and sides. So we need cats here and there. Let's see what we can find. Let's go videos. Let's force this page to be dark mode. Let's search for cat. Let's see what Vecteezy's got for us. Let's switch to our free license. Boom. We need something with cats on the edges. Those are cats. I don't think that's going to show up though, because we're hitting here and there. I need like footage of a ton of cats. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Vecteezy's good stuff. If you guys don't know about Vecteezy, when you need assets, commit it to memory. It's well worth. I wouldn't give them a dime, but you can switch to free license and find some good stuff here. All right, so we need something that shows the cats kind of up in the corners. That one's pretty good. That's the closest candidate so far. That cat's kind of here. There's no cat at the bottom though. I'm shocked that we don't have like some kind of footage with just a ton of cats. That's... Is that really... Is this really a cat playing with a dead animal? Yeah, it sure the fuck is. It sure the fuck is, dude. That's awesome. That's what we're using. That's what we're using right there. It wouldn't be the first time I've included animals eating things. Alright, before we commit, we'll do one more pass here and see if we can find, you know, not a murder mitten. Fucking A. I swear I got the footage for the rich cat. Redeem rich. I'm not really seeing any that have the kitties and the rats. Oh, that's fucking... Hell yes. Now this is what I'm talking about. That's fucking... That's content. That's content. That's going in the library, right? Meow, let's grab it. What track is this? This is Ava Lowe? I don't know if I've heard this one before. That's a good candidate right there. Little kitties. We'll find something, surely, right? Surely someone's got a couple of cats in the right positions. I got an idea. I have an idea. Let's grab... Let's grab this one right here. Let's grab this one, and we'll grab another vertical video format, and we'll put one on either side. Daily limit reached, my ass. Yeah, this is how we do that, buddy. I'm gonna pop an incognito window and download it anyways. Nuh-uh. No, sir. I'm getting it anyways. Let's go downloads right here. Boom. Bam. Gotcha. Okay. One more kitty cat. This one? Yeah, it's this one right here. We can put both the murder cat and the kitten in the same shot. That's what we'll do. Alright, we'll close this, close this. Let's go back to our... this is the wrong window. Let's zip over to... our assets folder. We're going to go into our stock footage and grab our new downloads right here. Boom, boom, boom. What the fuck is that? I'm afraid to click on that. I know what that is. I know what that is. I'm not going to click on it though. Alright, so we're going to get little kitty and then cat killing the mouse right here. So we want... oh, my project panel is doing this like auto scroll thing, and the only way to fix that is to close Premiere. Let's get back in there. Come on, computer. Please, computer. This thing is really struggling. What the heck is going on here? Computer is not happy. It is digging up a lot of footage, to be fair. Something is broken. Something is big time broken. Why is all this pending? Hello, computer, please. It's using 100% of my CPU at the moment. I think maybe the media cache may have failed. That's what I'm guessing, at least. Okay. All right. What was that last one called? It was like Vecteezy something. Vecteezy cat murders mouse or something. Should be right here. Did it not import? Did it break before it imported? I think that's maybe what happened. All right, let's put this in our project panel. Whatever is going on, this is breaking my fucking... Alt F4. Don't fucking save. It's breaking my project panel. All right, let's see if we can't look that up. Project panel Premiere stuck scrolling down. Okay, let's see. We maybe need to save our workspace. Let's call this our... This is CFM flow. All right, and then if it breaks again, we may be able to fix it. Let's see if it breaks again. Okay, so it didn't break, but it's not here. Let's switch to here, Vecteezy. This should be called, okay, so there it is this time. And it got added twice. It just wasn't there the first time. Weird, very weird. That's fine though, we can work with this. We can work with this. And we'll put it at the end here to cut it back. Boom. It's a weird 25 FPS footage. Strange. God, it's so funny to me, Slink. Like, shotgunning, you're shotgunning so much gambling in there, but at this point, even in losing, you really don't lose much at all, do you? All right, so I want to get a good shot, like right here. That's the shot. We want this shot here, boom, and we're gonna cut it way, way, way down. Let's see what track this sits in. That's gonna sit in one of these lower tracks, like 1 or 2. And I think we're already in track 2, aren't we? Yeah, okay, so I can now cut this out and we can... Uh-oh, my monitor just flickered off. It came back. Huh. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? We were... You are lower than what you started at, though. I was at 1.31, but you're at 1.309. Oh, yeah, I see it. All right, where's our spinny shot? Oh, yeah? Ah, you say? Chat has cut you off from gambling 1 billion. Did it? Wait, did it really? That's funny. We want our kitty up here in the corner. Let's see. Can we blow this cat up and then, like... Yeah, sick. We now get that cat in the corner. Excellent. Yeah, it does it after I spam so many... So, I saw that earlier, too. That was also happening in the Dick stream. Nightbot seems to get behind if you do too much at once.
Gabagool, 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 you know, it's terrible for you, you know? Kitty cats, for the lols, great times.
It is not easy to do push-ups while fucking giggling about Gabagool. Also, welcome, Mr. Squarepeg. Hope you're doing well. Here, just a reminder. Here, I'll resume that thought in a moment. Okay, did we update the push-ups? No. Let's update the push-ups counter. Boom, 40 tonight. Here you go. Here you go. This is for you, Chad. This is for you, Chad. Alright. Where was that other cat video?
You feel that energy shaking the air? That's not just my power level climbing. That's me charging up something huge. I've been holding it in, letting it build and build until it's practically sparking off my skin. When I finally let this blast go, it's gonna surge out in one overwhelming wave and flood everything in its path. You better brace yourself, because once I release it, there won't be a corner of this battlefield that isn't completely covered in my energy.
Yeah. Your energy, yes.
Yes, I've got a milkshake. It's a milkshake of terrible truth. Another Nate stabbed me with a cupcake outside Pizza Hut. Do you know Panera Bread? They don't serve ziti. Absolutely mediocre service.
No. Yes. Exactly. They don't serve ziti, do they? Where's our kitty at over here? Let's get our little kitty. Let's get our little kitty in here. Right there in that corner. Gabagool, gabagool. Gabagool. What's the guy? Who's the... like sweet, like warm southern mayo. Ah, yes. Here, let's do this. Here you go. Here you go. This is... I fucking hate the world we live in. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it's too many characters. It's too many characters. No. There you go. There we go. All right. Yes, yes. I have no idea what's going on, but hi anyways. We are editing.
Well, let me tell you something. All right? You hear that heavy breathing on this line? That ain't asthma. That's anticipation. I've been sitting here all day, building up pressure like a Sunday gravy left too long on the stove. It's simmering. It's thick. It's ready to spill over. Fugged about it. It's gonna come out in one big, unstoppable wave. Messy, loud, and everybody in the room's gonna know exactly who it came from. I don't do dainty. When I unload, it's like slicing into a fresh pile of gabagool.
I got the flow like cerebral palsy. My rhyme's thicker than oatmeal. Your mom knows the tools I use are like mayo. You know that I spanked a foreskin.
Holy shit. Oh, no. No, none of that. No. What you really need. Here you go.
Come.
I had to hop up and get a drink. I'm working on that Canada Dry tonic water. Holy shit. Okay. The fuck were we doing? We got distracted with the cat footage and Gabagool. Cat footage plus Gabagool. Like their ginger ale. Hell yeah. Dude, you never even see that there's cats there. No idea. You guys will know that there's cats back there. And that this cat is killing a mouse, or has already killed a mouse. What's the last line we got here? This big black monster. Okay, so we're done with all this. Zip, let's get rid of all that. Okay, so we gotta fill, how long is this? This is 21:55 through 22:03. So we gotta fill 8 seconds, and then I need to talk about this fucking, well, this thing. How the fuck do we work in Big Titty Black Knight to the flow here?
I'm over here like an asthmatic samurai. My dick burned off. You know my backwork can't be slept on. I step back like Michael Jackson in a Pepsi commercial. You like Pepsi? Well, fuck you. High fructose corn syrup will make your belly grow, but it makes my nuts grow back. 10 out of 10 would drink again like chicken gravy.
It's fucking awful. Okay. So the last thing we talked about, here, let's pull this back up. We talked about choosing the duraluminimium. We put that on this time. We slapped down the lighter tone, and we're kind of still edging. So we want to cover 8 seconds here. So we'll say something like, after all the edge work, okay, after that final round of edging, after that final round of edging, we'll finally slap that wheel edging. After that final round of edging, we'll spread the duraluminimium. We'll spread that duraluminimium all over most of the metallic surfaces.
My impression of me after Mustafa. Oh.
You got robbed, Comstar. You got fucking robbed. Holy shit. I guess 15A says ooh. Here, what about What about this, though? Here you go. How many of these can I get in there? Bam, bam, bam. That's enough right there. That's enough.
Les, beige, meow, 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 smjadix, meow, 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 och med jung swas meow, 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 meowski meow, med jung så bidrar meow, 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 si meow, si meow, si meow, si meow, si meow.
That is not what it said. That is not at all what that said. Holy fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Ugh, I got tears in my eyes. Holy fuck. The bot broke. Jeez. Ah. Yes, cats in chat. Mios to do. Yes, I agree. Mios to do. Brightening up the metalwork. Brightening up the... I didn't want metallic, I just want metal. No. There we go. The metal bits to their final let's do synonyms for sheen here. Synonyms for sheen. I'm talking about the bringing the metal to its final quality of being shimmery, bright, shiny. Luster seems okay. What is the definition of luster? Define luster.
Patron, you know? Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah. Mew.
Mew, 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 mew.
This bot does not know how to meow.
Mew, 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 Jesus Christ. Holy shit, it's so bad. It's so bad. Thank you for the generous donos, Mr. Comstar. The reminder, folks, that Tangia pays out 80%, and that $5 gets you something like 33 uses of it. Definitely cheaper than well, I say it's cheaper than channel memberships, but channel memberships do give you access to fun emojis and a little badge next to your name for as little as $1 a month. Just saying. Okay,
I'm catching a case like meow, 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 meow.
Meow. The bot does not know how to meow. I wonder if you, what if you fed like 10 minutes of cats meowing? Just straight up cats meowing into the bot. Do you think that would make it, do meowing sounds? I've got to wonder. surely somebody's
say
got
this
like
number, fam. 1, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Oh God, I'm not reading that entire number. That's huge.
Okay. I gotta admit, this is resetting my fucking brain. I have no idea what's going on anymore, y'all. Something about edging and luster. Will spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surface, brighten up the metal bits to their final intended luster. After which we'll go back in and goon a bunch of black wash all over those same parts that we spent so much time edging to what? What did we edge it to? Shimmering satisfaction.
Do you like a big fat bad dunk cut dunk? Got that dump truck dumper. I know who does. Lustry cheeks swimming in ragu meat sauce like mom's spaghetti. Knees weak, arms heavy. I atomized an Applebee's for not having Colin bees.
What the fuck does that even mean? Holy shit. I gotta bring Dracula Flow down just a little bit. He's gotta get balanced a little bit. Let's pull him down about 10%. The fuck was I gonna say? Besides, who could reasonably help contain themselves when rubbing down an impossibly thick, big, black night? Just look at them cheeks. Wait a minute. Really look at them cheeks. All right, we'll record this up and see if it times with the spin of the big booty black knight. Impossibly thick, big booty. No. All right, we'll just record this and see where it lines up and then move on. Because honestly, at this point, what have we gotten done? What the fuck? What have we actually gotten done today? About how long is this? We've gotten 2 minutes of voiceover done. Welcome to Country Fried Minis, where we get nothing done. All right, here we go. Into the list. Boom. Let's pop this up. After that final round of edging, we'll spin. That word is spread, not spend. After that final round of edging, we'll spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surfaces, brightening up the brightening, After that final round of edging, we'll spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surfaces, brightening up the metal bits to their final intended luster, after which we'll go back in and goon a bunch of blackwash all over those same parts that we spent so much time edging to shimmering satisfaction. Aren't you glad this is all digital? Imagine doing all this on tape. Yeah, dude, no kidding. Running it back and forth again and again. Plus, like on tape, you don't have the luxury of tossing in stuff like right here. So my voice is high pitched and nasally, and it tends to peak the mic. So I have to toss in this hard limiter that's pulling it down to a cap of -12 dB. Otherwise, it just blows out your fucking speakers. In fact, I've noticed, like watching back my streams, that the voice to music balancing is really tough to get right, and that's made especially worse because I'm hearing the music for the playlist. The playlist here is being piped directly into my ears, so I get to hear it all, but it's at full volume. So hearing that in full volume doesn't let me know how loud I'm being beyond this right here. So I've got my peaks here that are quite high, and then this here. So I've only got this much wiggle room to try and balance the voice. In fact, I could probably pull that down a little bit. And I'm no audio engineer, obviously. Damn, so close, you say. 98. That's 2 98s tonight, Mr. Slink. I've forgotten where we're at. I have forgotten where we are at. Shimmering satisfaction. Okay. Besides, who could reasonably help contain themselves when rubbing down an impossibly thick big black night? Just look at them cheeks. Wait a minute. Really look at them cheeks. Whew. Let's see where that lines up. And this is Voiceover 7. Boom, export, blam, run it. Let's see where this ends up. We may have gone a little long. We went a little long. We went a little way too long. Okay, so let's see where this lands. Could we just end it right there? Satisfaction. Oh, you guys aren't even hearing that. You guys ain't even hearing that. Where's my damn playlist? We'll pause this. We're going to point temp application audio source at Premiere. And we'll come back in here and run this thing. Big black monster. After that final round of edging, we'll spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surfaces, brightening up the metal bits to their final intended luster, after which we'll go back in and goon a bunch of... Okay, I really want to draw attention to this thick booty. So Let's see what final round of edging. We'll spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surfaces, brightening up the metal bits to their final intended luster, after which we'll go back in. Okay, so where is this hit right here? What are we saying right here? After that final round of edging, we'll spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surfaces, brightening up the metal bits to their... Okay, so we can actually just back it to the beginning of this. Whoop, back it all the way back. Back it all the way back to right here. I think this is it. We want to start right here. Right here. After that, let's fucking whoop, rewrite that. Okay. Boom. Get rid of that. Let's resume our playlist and think this over. I need this to line up decently. We got to say what we're doing, and we also got to call attention to that thick ass. Okay. Okay. So, after that final round of edging, we'll spread the duraluminum over most of the metallic surfaces, following it up with a wet we'll spread the duraluminum. We could cut. Okay, we'll spread our metallic. We'll wrap up our. Something. How? There's got to be a way to make painting and penis somewhere, like portmanteau. Could we say something like painting? We'll wrap up our painting. Pintando. Painting works. Yeah, okay. We'll wrap up our painting, and like I think you could skip right by it, but I think that is really bad and super fucking immature and exactly on brand for this stupid channel. Okay. We'll wrap up our painting session with an all over by gooning black wash all over those metallic sections once more. Finally, at last, something brought on by staring at these fat cheeks. At last, brain, no give word here. We can skip goon. We'll wrap up our painting session by flooding the metallic parts with a thinned black wash. At last, completing this goon session, brought on by staring down those fat cheeks of this big black knight. I mean for real. Don't you see that thick with 4 C's dumper? Don't you see that extra thick dumper? I mean, for real. Are you not mesmerized by that extra thick dumper? Okay, let's try that. I think it's still too long though. This is such, it's such a tight fit here. Okay, I think we're ready to just plug this in at the back end. Let's run it. After that final round of edging, we'll wrap up our painting session by flooding the metallic parts with a thinned black wash, at last completing this goon session brought on by staring down those fat cheeks of this big black knight. I mean, for real, are you not mesmerized by that extra thick dumper? Okay, the delivery's a little stilted there, but let's see how that fits. It's almost there. It's still running a little long though. After that final round of edging, we'll wrap up our painting session by flooding the metallic parts with a thinned black wash, at last completing this goon session brought on by staring down those fat cheeks of this big black knight. I mean, for real, are you not mesmerized by that extra thick dumper? It's too much. It's too much. Okay, so we can pull this back. One more edit right here. Wait a minute. Let's see. Where does Fat Cheeks end us? Fat Cheeks is right here. I mean, for real. We could say something like, where's our I mean for real thing? Wait a minute. Are y'all seeing that? Let's see how that fits now. Let's see how that fits. Boom. Black Knight Voiceover 7. I think now, if this fits, what is this? I plugged in some kind of weird audio thing. Okay, so there's a little bit. Let's just play it back. Let's see what it looks like. We'll pull this down and pull that back out. let's run this one more time right here. See how it ends up. I guess I could just recap what we've done today, but this section right here is going to really slow down the machine. It might be fine though. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's see. Let's recap. Kitty break done, and we shall continue almost. Diving further into our edging process with a 75-25 mix of night blue and German gray, which will thin down about 50-50 with water. We'll take that runny concoction and spread it kinda haphazardly all about the sharp edges of our model, hence the edging jokes. Up to the task of stroking those tips is a good old Tier 2 number 4 brush whose tip is a little bit frayed but more than adequately shaped for the job. To get the look right without spilling too far outside the lines, it'll take all our years of practice to ensure that the tool stays accurate and on task, rubbing the side of the tip gently across all the raised bits of those panels, occasionally tickling those sharpest points with the tip of the tip, just the tip, to make sure that we don't make a mess of the fluid application. Once we've gone around all the circumference and properly edged all those hard edges, we'll mix up another round of the edging pigments, this time mixing in neutral gray instead of German gray, which will brighten the highlight tone, allowing us to inform the paint job with a proper education. Ensuring to only hit the tippy tips of the sharpest tips this time around, this education will push the tone into a readily digestible and well-intentioned rendering, helping our viewer to avoid an existential crisis when taking in the hard edges of our composition. What an awful Since this load of edge highlighter is so thinned out, the final results here will be pretty subtle, making for a gentle experience in the viewer despite so much time spent edging this hard body surface edges. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat and on into metallics once more,
so
relying
dumb.
once more on that one coat coverage awesomeness that is Vallejo metal color. Choosing duraluminimium this time, we'll slap down this lighter tone onto the previously applied metallics, building up some color depth above the shadows and admittedly on the edges for yet another round of edging all over the shiny bits of this big black monster. After that final round of edging, we'll wrap up our painting session by flooding the metallic parts with a thinned black wash, at last completing this goon session brought on by staring down those fat cheeks of this big black knight. Wait a minute, are y'all seeing that?
Yeah, okay, that works. That works.
All right, we're good. That works. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So non sequitur time again. We need to flash on the screen the stupid edging words. What was it? Education, ejection seat. So we got to find those things one more time. I'll pause this one more time so it's not gray, which will thin down about 50-50 with water. We'll take that runny concoction and spread it kinda haphazardly all about the sharp edges of our model, hence the edging jokes. Up to the task of stroking those tips is a good old Tier 2 number 4 brush whose tip is a little bit frayed, but more than adequately shaped for the job. To get the look right without spilling too far outside the lines, it'll take all our years of practice to ensure that the tool stays accurate and on task, rubbing the side of the tip gently across all the raised bits of those panels, occasionally tickling those sharpest points with the tip of the tip, just the tip, to make sure that we don't make a mess of the fluid application. Okay? Once we've gone around all the circumference and properly edged all those hard edges, we'll mix up another round of the edging pigments, this time mixing in neutral gray instead of German gray, which will brighten the highlight tone, allowing us to inform the paint job with a proper education. Education, right here. It's the proper education. Let me zoom in a little more. Job with a proper education. Is this it? For education? It's right here. Boom. Okay. So we need to make a education asset. So we're going to go brush size 5. Let's invert these to white and black. We'll maybe go 10, actually. Let's go 10. Boom, like that. We're going to come in here and say, oh, that's way too big. We do need 5. Edge Education. That's not, let's get a little closer here. Education. Cation. Education. Education. Boom. And that will cut this crop to selection. We're going to save that as, we want to pop into, change this name, Big Black Knight Education. Boom. And then we should be able to plug this in right here. Let's find our file. This is stock footage, so we're going back into that same file structure. Let's grab E for education. It's right here. Yikes, what have I done? What have I done? What have I grabbed? Why is this? This needs to be up there. Ooh. Boom, right here. Okay. We should, in theory, be able to just drop education right in here and cut this way down. Like that. And then we're gonna make this, I don't know, double size maybe, 200%. And then we need to go back further in the, we go back earlier in the video and try to find a spot where we have some text. We're looking for some text. What is happening over here? I gotta refresh this page. Connect your encoder. What? There it goes. YouTube. Forgot I was doing things. Alright, we need to find some text. We need to find where we did some text. Here's some right here, right? Yeah. So we want this drop shadow right here. Okay, and we're gonna go back to our education right here, and we're gonna give it the drop shadow, which will make it really stand out. Allowing us to inform the paint job with proper education. Ensuring to only hit the tippy tips of the sharpest tips this time around, this education, Jesus Christ, it's so stupid. Thanks, Nathan. Tips this time around, this education will put education. Where does that start? This education, that's so fucking dumb. God, that is actually like painfully stupid. It's painfully stupid. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, same deal. We want our E. Get a good looking E. Bigger D. Edge. Uh-oh, my computer is doing weird stuff. What is going on? This monitor keeps flickering over here. Might be a cable thing. Education. Whoop. Whoop. Man, the end stroke there is hard to do. That's good enough. We'll roll with it. Save as education. Education. Alright, so now we're going to come in here and we're going to do the same deal. We're going to get the education, and then we'll paste that and we'll go 200%. and figure out where it lands. Time around, this execution will push the tone into a... Can we get away with cutting it off here like that? The sharpest tips this time around, this execution will push the... This execution will... It's almost right there. It's a little short, but I'm just wondering if it's better to cut it before that scene change or leave it across the edu pollution. This execution will push the tone. Yeah, see, I think continuing to have that on the screen when it changes panels is awkward, even though this is really fast. What if we add like an extra frame on the front end? Boom. Let's put this right here in the middle of the... This execution will push... Yeah, that's... And then people will be like, did I just see what I think I saw? And it's like, yes, you did. Yes, in fact, you did. There was one more reference, right? There was one more really dumb... there was one more really dumb edging joke thing. Let's pause this for a second so I'm not having conflicting sound levels. Will push the tone into a readily digestible and well-intentioned rendering, helping our viewer to avoid an existential crisis. Existential crisis? Jesus fucking Christ. That's so stupid. Why did I do this? No. Crisis. Existential crisis. An existential crisis. So avoid an Holy fuck. Because Nathan, yes. See, usually, here's the thing. Usually I'm on board with the Nathan nonsense, but this is a special kind of stupid. But you know, there is some wisdom of the whole, if you're gonna do the bit, you gotta stick to the bit, right? Like that's the whole thing. We need more image than that. Let's do canvas size. Let's try 800. Okay. Existential crisis. Jesus Christ. How do you spell that? Existential. Like this, T-I-A-L, existential, stential, existential. So fucking stupid, holy fuck. Crisis. What even are words? You know what I'm saying? Existential crisis. It's E and T, right? Like existence. E-N-C-E. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's really existential crisis. Existential crisis. I can't fucking believe it. Alright, and that goes... Where's our track? Our track's right here. So then we can drop in existential crisis right here. Oh, holy moly. Let's go 200% again, and then we'll paste our drop shadow. Existential crisis. Existential crisis. Our viewer to avoid an existential crisis when taking in the hard edges
there was
of our
one more.
composition.
There was one more
Since
joke
this
somewhere.
load of edge highlighter is so thinned out, The final results here will be pretty subtle, making for a gentle experience in the viewer, despite so much time spent edging this hard body surface edges. With that done, we're free of the ejection seat non-intimate.
Yeah, ejection seat.
We're free of the ejection
seat. Ejection seat. Ejection seat. I mean, yeah, ejection seat. This is not okay. I just want to put that out there. This is not okay. Not at all. This is a special kind of stupid. Not even a little bit okay. Alright, how long does ejection seat last?
free of the ejection seat.
That's it. It stays on the screen for less than a second. We could probably boost it to 1 full second. We can boost it to a full second. Where's our duration? 1 second.
Free of the ejection seat.
I don't know how we managed to make that scene worse than the fucking Big Booty Black Knight, but we did. We sure the hell did. Somehow made it worse. Somehow made it worse.
We'll wrap up our painting session by flooding the metallic
painting session. Do we just hammer it home and fucking put painting on the screen? Do we do the same thing? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do. Painting. You gotta beat the fucking listener to death with the joke. You grab the joke and you clobber them in the head with it. Painting. 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 Yes, like that. Painting. Image, crop to selection. Let's save that as painting. And this is how y'all make the content right here. It's all you guys. I'm just the idiot who says the things.
Session by flooding the.
Where's our painting?
Edging. We'll wrap up our
painting session. Where's it at? It's right here.
Painting set.
Painting.
Painting set.
Come on, computer, please.
Painting set. Painting.
All right, this is painting right here. Painting. Painting. With a P. Painting. And I think what we can do with this one is to maybe we can maybe keep this one small, because I think it would be funny to have a small painting.
Painting set.
So that needs to end like here. Shut the fuck up! up our painting session by our painting session. Our painting session by perfect. Okay. Well, that's where are we at? 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Done. Holy fuck. Nothing ever gets done around here. I seriously thought that we'd clock in and in 3 hours get like 9 minutes voiced over. So, reality check. I need to log in and work on this without too much distraction from chat, but I also want to open the door to you guys corrupting it. So, for that, I think that if we're not back on this tomorrow, we'll get back on this Monday and dive back in to really get this shit done. I want to get this video out. We're 2 months behind at this point, which means not only does this need to come out, but we need to double down twice in the annual workload. So I really want to get out 12 videos this year. I've got some really inspired stuff to dive into, but this is a huge passion project, and we're gonna get there. So as we wrap this up, to recap what we're at, we have now finished edge highlighting. We have to do the whole thing about the freehanding. We have to do the whole segment on, where is it at? Right here. So we're back into metallics. Metallics part 2. Talk a lot about metal and metal colors. I think the theme there is going to be about this color, Vallejo copper. So I tried out a new tone here, and it's really good. If you don't have metal color copper in your collection, you should get it. It's really good. It's really good. Big recommend. It's like $10 for a bottle. It still has that one coat coverage magic. But I digress. We'll work on that part, and then we also have this section that I just cut down last night and today. Where's that at? Right here. Boom. It's the sponge chipping, metallic chipping, and sludge wash. So as far as the model goes, we're coming off the back end of this, and we've got like it's a nice natural spot to do another Gaslight TV inclusion. So if anybody out there wants to do like some kind of community contribution, now would be the time. You need to get it quickly. So if you have ideas and you catch this stream, whether you were here now or after the fact, hit me up on the Discord. We're gonna do like I don't know, like a 1 to 2 minute interlude right here, and then we'll cut into all we've got left on the model now is visors and lens jeweling. Visors, lens jeweling, painting the base. That's it. Well, visor and painting the base, and then we've got to do the rabbit. But that's going to be like a 1 or 2 minute inclusion. Basically, I'm trying to keep these sections, these individual parts, kept short and succinct to time them with these individual music tracks. So we're almost there. We're approaching the finish line. We're gonna get this fucking thing out early March, and it should be a good time. But digressing,
I hope this has been somewhat entertaining for y'all. Entertainment is half the battle here for the video editing streams. They are also the place where you can come in and look behind the scenes and see what goes into these things and influence the content as it's getting produced live right here on the channel. So if you like this kind of thing, or if you want to pick up tips about Premiere Pro, you know, keep an eye out for it. More of this shit as we keep things going. The other half is crusting my sock. Dude, I'm telling you, I got a sculpture like 4.5 feet tall over in the corner made out of crusted cum socks. Yeah. Yep. That's a lie, by the way. That's a lie. I wouldn't do that. But I think that's all I got for tonight. We're ending a little early just because there's no way I'm going to voice over another 2 minutes in half an hour. So we're either back tomorrow or Monday. More of this coming. I think this week is Tabletop Tuesday again. I can't remember. May or may not be. More streams coming though. Anyhow. Cum farts.
Yeah. Would you do a workout? I do. Give me 10. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. She can go on forever.